What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Episode 95 of the Yellow Card Podcast officially here, clocking it in right now. Your host is always Diego, accompanied by Chris Jones. We got some special announcements to make. We got some interesting topics to talk about soccer here and on the podcast. Is episode 95. Announcement time, because I don't know if many of you follow us on Twitter, but if you do, you will notice earlier this morning that we made an announcement that we are no longer part of the Couch Guy Sports Network, as Couch Guy Sports is planning to shut down, potentially revamp, and therefore we will be independent for quite a while. That means as well that we will not have the sponsors that we had before, which is completely fine. We are just going completely independent for a little while. With that independence comes great availability to create far more content than we want to. So with that said, make sure that you're following our TikTok channel, our Twitter page, and who knows, maybe we'll have more content coming up on other websites as well for you to follow. Anyways, like I said, episode 95 starts here now. Jones, how you doing, sir? Talk to me.
I'm good, man. I'm good. Can't be much better than we were over the weekend, but we're good. We're good. We're looking good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So with that said, let's get ready to rumble here with episode 95. Just real quick, it is Monday, August 29th. Oh, I already want October.
Stop skipping, bro. Come on.
I know, it's insane.
You walk degrees on, my AC still on.
Well, it's funny because you walk into retail stores and everywhere it's got like Halloween decorations, even some Christmas decorations, which is like ridiculous. It's like, let me breathe.
Get through Thanksgiving before you put up Christmas decorations.
I know, it's insane. But anyways, it is October 29th, which if you are a soccer fan, you know that means there is only 2 days left for the summer transfer window, and that's where the craziness begins. With that said, we got some major updates for you to know, as Manchester United have confirmed and have gotten the here we go from Fabrizio Romano, as we all know it and follow on Twitter. 2 major signings. Up first, it's a loan deal for $5 million to Martin Dubravka from Newcastle. Martin Dubravka will be joining Manchester United as the backup goalie to David De Gea, starting as soon as this week, as soon as the medicals get by. He should be having the medical testing done in the next 24 hours. And considering that he is already within the kingdom, within the United Kingdom, England, whatever you want to call it, he will be available to even be part of the bench as soon as this Thursday against Leicester City. In addition to that, Anthony has also completed his medical testing as officially today. Anthony is now a Manchester United player, officially having concluded one of the largest deals, in fact, the largest deals in the Dutch league. About 100 million pounds worth of a deal, 95 plus 5 million in add-ons. Ajax and Manchester United finally conclude the saga that's been going on for all summer long. Frankie de Jong as well, traveling right now to London. It is rumored that he's looking to meet with Chelsea. However, those rumors have not been confirmed by any reliable sources. Therefore, it is just a rumor. At this point, it is believed that Frankie de Jong is just going to attend Donny van de Beek's wedding, which Memphis Depay and another one will be in attendance as well. Doesn't look like Donny van de Beek's wedding is happening either today or tomorrow. So therefore, interesting to find out what the actual purposes of the flight is for Frankie de Jong, but we'll stay on top of that story. That's it for the summer transfer window at this time. We'll continue.
I got a little bit of breaking news. Sorry, on the Liverpool front, at least. So obviously,
here we go. So we got another major update right now.
Obviously, the Jude Bellingham stuff has been the big thing for Liverpool. They've been discussing it, but it looks like the deal with Brighton for Moises Caicedo looks to be that much closer. So stay tuned for that within the next couple of days.
Moises, huh? Moises Caicedo, you mean?
Mm-hmm. That's the one.
All right. That's beautiful. That's a hell of a deal if that can happen. It seems like it seems like right now Liverpool is also targeting a couple of names. Moises Caicedo, of course, from Brighton, but it also looks like Yuri Tillmans has also been named that has been ringing around the Liverpool,
No way they get him.
around the Liverpool locker room. I don't believe
They're not
that it will
paying
be.
for that. Let's be honest.
Honestly, if I was Liverpool, I'd actually be considering going for Ruben Neves rather than Yuri Tillman. It's a cheaper deal, completes the same exact purpose that Yuri Tillman will need to do. And to be frankly honest, um, I actually think that Ruben Neves will be far more competitive and will have that fire more than Yuri Tillman does. Um, that would just be my target. But I think Moises Caicedo from Brighton, another Colombian joining the team, would be a phenomenal signing for Liverpool and a smart investment there. As it would be a cheap contract there for Liverpool.
Their biggest thing right now is their depth in midfield. I mean, right now we're relying on our seasoned veterans to play the majority of the time on the pitch, and it's not working. Don't get me wrong, 9-0 last week against Bournemouth looked great, but it's Bournemouth. Trust me, they need to be a lot better.
Yeah.
Overall, I think, and for me, just moving forward, they need help in the midfield. So whether they get Caicedo, whether they finally pull the trigger and can get Bellingham to come, I don't know. It's going to be interesting for sure. Because also, we were talking about Chelsea because Chelsea looked like they were getting Fofana from Leicester as well, but that looks like it's going down in the dumps from what I'm reading right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. It's really weird what happened there in that deal. Just it's always something. It's always something. So please make sure that you're following the Yellow Card Podcast Twitter page at Podcast Card. We will continue to stay on top of every single update as much as possible for you. I know I've been staying up until late at night to make sure that we give you all the updates as much as possible. I know Jones has been refreshing the page every now and then whenever he gets a chance. So please make sure that you're following the Twitter page as much as you can and give us a follow if you are not following us yet. Moving on, let's go over to the Premier League. The boys had started with a rough first 3 weeks to the Premier League. I mean, I think everybody has been having a rough start to this first 3 weeks of the Premier League this season, being very you know, very all over the place. And therefore why a lot of people are all over the place with the Premier League right now, trying to figure out what to predict and what to submit for bids and whatnot. Especially some of those that are sports bettors. It's been a tough week in the Premier League and a tough first 3 weeks in the Premier League. But this week, the boys bounced back as Diego goes 9-1. That's me. I went 9-1. Jones went 7-3. So really good bounce back. That updates our records to myself looking at 19-21 and Jones looking at 18-22. Not bad so far for week 4. Trying to stay afloat of par, of 500 and getting there. So with that said, we're going to kick it off to Jones, who's going to kick off the slate here for the Premier League coming up on Thursday. Also, another announcement
Tuesday.
Tuesday. I'm sorry. Another announcement is we will have episode 96 dropping to you this week as well before the weekend, before you all go away for your Labor Day celebrations, or if you're looking to find out some other opinions as to your weekend slate in the Premier League, we'll have episode 96 rolling out on Friday. So Jones, kick us off, my man.
Yes, sir. All right. So first one on the slate, we got Crystal Palace and Brentford.
I got Crystal Palace winning that one 1-0. I think it's a close game, but I don't think Brentford's got what it takes to beat Crystal Palace.
Like you said, I think a close game, defensive-minded teams. I think a little bit more goals get scored, though. I'm going to go Crystal Palace with a 2-1 victory there. All right, next one we got Fulham and Brighton.
I got Brighton winning this one 3-1. Strong start to their season, similar to last season. I don't think Fulham's got what it takes yet to beat Brighton.
I think Fulham looked pretty good against Arsenal last week, and I think that carries over. Brighton, to me, I'm never going to get them right, whether or not I pick them or pick against them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the middle here. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw.
Good.
Southampton hosting Chelsea.
I got Chelsea winning that one 2-0.
Same. Southampton at home. They're a gritty team. We saw what they did to United last week. Nothing throughout the first half, and then Bruno Fernandes finally getting on the board for United was a big one for them. But Southampton plays tough, and I think it's going to be a tough game for Chelsea. But I do think to get the job done. Same score as Diego. I'm going to go 2-0. Next one, we got Leeds United and Everton.
I got Leeds United winning that one 2-1. I like their strong start this season.
Same score for me. I think Leeds, what they've accomplished so far this season has been nice to watch. And I think at home, playing a team like Everton's going to be scrappy. They're going to be hungry, looking for this win. However, I think Leeds gets the job done 2-1. All right, move over to the Wednesday slate. We got Arsenal and Aston Villa.
I got Arsenal winning that one 2-0. They've gone 4-0 so far. I don't see them slowing down at all.
Yeah, I think Arsenal can easily eclipse them by 2 goals here. I think it's 3 in a row. Same score, Arsenal 2-0 over Villa at home. Next one, we got Bournemouth and Wolves.
I got Wolves winning that one 3-0. They need a win here. They desperately need one. This is their chance to bounce back.
I think Bournemouth saves a little bit of face after last week's debacle. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw here. All right, Manchester City, Nottingham Forest.
3-0 City.
I think Nottingham Forest actually played Tottenham very well last week at home, but this week they're on the road. I think City just continues to play well. Erling Haaland, I believe, has 6 goals in 3 games, which is absolutely crazy to believe. Or I think it's actually 7 and 4, 6 and 4, excuse me. But I'm gonna say City wins 3-1.
3-1. Okay.
West Ham and Tottenham.
I got them drawing 2-2.
Ooh, fancy. I have Tottenham squeaking out 2-0 here. I think West Ham at home again. They struggled earlier a couple weeks ago against Brighton. I think they'll struggle a little bit again against Tottenham here. I think Tottenham's a better team. I'll take Tottenham and win 2-0. Liverpool and Newcastle.
I got Liverpool winning this one 3-1.
I'm going to take Liverpool 2-0. Newcastle plays tough defensively. We saw how they played last week against Wolves, especially on the road. They're on the road again at Anfield. I think Liverpool's riding high, but I think the lack of depth is going to catch up to them. I think it's a lot closer for a game, but I do think Liverpool up front gets the job done 2-0. All right, last one. We got Leicester and Manchester United.
I got United winning that one 2-1.
I got 3-1. I just think Leicester is not the same team that we've been accustomed to seeing over these past couple of years. And I think with the transfer window still looming, a lot of question marks. All right, so real quick, we'll move into our EPL Best Bets. Both of us lost again last week. I'm now sitting at 1-3 minus 2.2 units. You're 0-4 at minus 5.1. I'm gonna go first. I like Crystal Palace a bunch this week. I'm gonna take them as my best bet at plus 115.
Yep, me too.
You like them. They're in the parlay. You're taking Chelsea off camera. You told me Chelsea minus 170.
Mm-hmm.
So then now we got the YC parlay with Crystal Palace, Chelsea. We're gonna add on Leeds. And we're gonna add on Arsenal minus 1.5. So that's a 4-teamer plus 15-15. We're gonna hit one. This is gonna be the week. Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Leeds, Arsenal minus 1.5. Let's book it.
I like it. All
right. Want to dive into La Champions League?
La Liga de Campeones. Yes, sir.
So, Champions League draw happened this past week.
Yep.
We're going to go over the groups. So, for starters, the first group we're going to talk about is Group A. It's obviously Liverpool's group, unfortunately. Liverpool, Ajax, Napoli, and Rangers. How do you see that shaking up?
Repeat the group again. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find it, but for some odd reason, Google's not.
Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli, Rangers.
I see Liverpool first, Ajax second, Napoli third, Rangers fourth.
I am on the same boat for the majority. However, I'm going to flip-flop Rangers and Napoli. I think Napoli 4, Rangers 3, Ajax 2, and Liverpool 1. Liverpool, Ajax, those two games will be fun to watch. And Napoli usually struggles with the EPL teams anyways. All right, moving to Group B. SC Porto, Atletico Madrid, Bayern Leverkusen, and Club Brugge.
I see Atletico, Leverkusen, Porto, and Brugge.
Again, same winner and loser of the group. I like Atletico at the top there. Club Brugge obviously finishing fourth for me. I'm gonna go Leverkusen at 3, just because you're the one that's taught me this. You can't underestimate this FC Porto team in Champions League. They always get it done somehow. So I'm gonna go with FC Porto finishing at number 2 in Group B.
I like it.
All right, Group C, we got Bayern, Barcelona, Inter Milan, and Victoria Pilsen.
Yeah, Victoria Pleasant. Okay. I am going with Bayern and Inter, number 1 and 2. Barcelona and Victoria Pleasant.
I'm gonna go Bayern 1, Barcelona 2, Inter 3, Victoria Pleasant 4. I think Inter again. Last year they got out of the group stage, but now again Romelu Lukaku back, who infamously for them struggles to get out of the group stage. I also think they got a couple tough matchups that guaranteed potentially 2 wins against Victoria Pilsen. But Barcelona and Bayern are 2 tough teams that they're gonna have to get through, and I just don't see them doing it. All right, D, we got Frankfurt, Tottenham, Sporting CP, and Marseille.
I got Tottenham, Marseille, Frankfurt, and Sporting.
This is the first group that Diego and I agree on. This is weird. This is a weird one, I'm not gonna lie. Sporting to me was tough because, I wanted to put them much higher because I feel like they deserved a little bit more. But I just didn't see it happening. I had them before for that reason. Frankfurt, I think, can easily get to 2. I don't think they go higher than that. If Frankfurt's goaltending is as good as it was in the Europa League last year, if Trapp can play that way, I think that they can sneak into the round of 16. But I like what this Marseille team has so far. I think they'll be a tough team to beat in this group, but Tottenham's winning this group easily, hands down.
The only way that Sporting will move on to the next round is if they actually get Cristiano Ronaldo to return. It's been a rumor all along the summer transfer window. It could potentially happen, but right now it doesn't seem very likely. So,
all right. Move on to Group E. We got AC Milan, Chelsea, RB Salzburg, and Dynamo Zagreb.
I will go Chelsea, Milan, Salzburg, Dynamo Zagreb.
Again, another one that we agree on. I think if Dynamo Zagreb got into Tottenham's group, I think that would have been a fun little matchup after what happened last year. But I do like Chelsea at the top here. I just think all in all, they're a better all-around team than AC Milan. I think AC Milan moves on to the round of 16, but not by much. I think Salzburg puts up a little bit of a fight. So I'll go Chelsea, Milan, Salzburg, and Dynamo as well. All right. Group F. We got Real Madrid, RB Leipzig, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Celtic.
I'm going Real Madrid.
Yep.
Give me 1 second here. Real Madrid is first.
Leipzig, Shakhtar Donetsk.
Yeah, no, I know what they look like. I'm just trying to think here. All right, so I'm gonna go Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, Celtic, and RB Leipzig.
Ooh. This is the first one that we're gonna really disagree on. I'm gonna go Real Madrid obviously at the top, but I'm gonna go Leipzig at 2, Shakhtar Donetsk 3, and Celtic at 4. All right, Group G: Man City, Sevilla, Dortmund, and Copenhagen.
Yeah, I'm going City, Dortmund, Sevilla, Copenhagen.
Yes, sir. I am on the same wavelength as you there. I think, listen, Erling Haaland versus his old team, those are 2 games that are going to be must watch. But I do think that Dortmund is going to be a force to be reckoned with against these other 2 teams in the group. So I'm going to go City, Dortmund, Sevilla, and Copenhagen. Last group, PSG, Juventus, Benfica, and Maccabi Haifa.
I'm going with PSG. Juventus. I'll probably keep it in that order, actually. PSG, Juventus, Benfica, Maccabi Haifa.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing as you. I think if this was Juventus from a couple of years ago, I might be talking myself into potentially changing that. But with the way that their team currently looks, PSG is better all around. Juventus, Benfica, those would be two key matchups that you have to watch because the winner of those will get the number 2 spot. But I'll go Juventus, Benfica, and then Maccabi to end that. All right, champ. What do you want to dive into?
Let's dive into real quick into the Europa League draw as well. That happened last week as well. Looking like some groups are actually looking kind of nice. So let's kind of do the same exact thing here. Just do rapid fire basically.
All right, so Group A, we got Arsenal, PSV, FC Zurich, and then Bodo
Bodo
slash
Glimt.
Glimt.
Yeah, Bodo Glimt. I'm gonna go with Arsenal, PSV, Zurich, and Bodo.
I'm gonna do the same thing as you, my friend. All right, B, Dynamo Kiev, Rennes, AEK, Larnaca, and then Fenerbahce.
Yep. I'm gonna go with Fenerbahce, Rennes, Kiev, and AEK Larnaca.
So you going Fenerbahce number 1?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Dynamo Kiev, Fenerbahce 2, Rennes, and then AEK Larnaca. Group C, we got AS Roma, Real Betis, AJK, and Ludo Goretz.
I'm going Roma, Real Betis, Ludo Goretz, HJK.
Same as you. Just makes the most sense to me. All right, D, we got Bragda, Malmo, Union Berlin, and then Union, I believe it's Union St. Gilles.
All right, I'm gonna go with Union Berlin, Braga, Malmo, Union St. Gilles.
I'm gonna go Braga, Malmo, Union Berlin, and Union St. Gilles.
Okay.
All right. E, Man United, Real Sociedad, Sheriff, and Ammonia.
I'm going with United, Sheriff, Real Sociedad, and Ammonia.
Yup. We're on the Sheriff wagon still. Absolutely.
Sheriff
Man
is
United, Sheriff,
Sheriff is
Real
the Porto
Sociedad,
of the Europa
Ammonia.
League.
Mm-hmm. Group F, Lazio,
Feyenoord.
Midland, and SK Sturm Graz.
I'm gonna stay with that same exact order. Lazio, Feyenoord, Midland, and Sturm Graz.
I'm gonna flip Midland and Feyenoord, but other than that, I like it. Group G, Olympiacos, Karabakh FK, SC Freiburg, and Nantes.
I'm going Olympiacos, Nantes, Freiburg, and Karabakh FK.
I'm gonna go Olympiacos, Freiburg, Nantes, Freiburg FK.
Ooh, underestimating Nantes.
100%.
Yikes.
Group H, Monaco, Ferencváros.
Trabzonspor.
That's the one.
Crvena Zvezda.
So Monaco, Ferencváros, and then the other 2.
All right, so I'm gonna go Monaco, Crvena Zvezda, Ferencváros, and Trabzonspor.
Okay. Now I want everybody in the comments to roast me about how bad I am at pronouncing it.
No, don't even worry about it, dude.
Pronunciation. All right, let's move over to the Serie A slate. So last week, you and I went, I believe I went 1-2, and you went 0-3. So I'm 5-4, you're 4-5. The first game we're talking about is Sassuolo and AC Milan.
Mm-hmm. I am going with a 3-1 resounding victory by AC Milan over Sassuolo.
I'm going AC Milan 2-0. I think Sassuolo is going to play them tough, but AC Milan is going to get the job done at the end. Next one, I got Sampdoria and Lazio.
I'm going 2-0 Lazio. They need to bounce back and return back to their winning ways. This is their opportunity to do it against a weak Sampdoria side.
Well, they did it in their last game against Inter, winning 3-1 at home. But I do like where your head's at. I'm gonna go with Lazio winning 2-1 over Sampdoria. I think Sampdoria plays them physical. And the last one, Atalanta and Torino.
1-0 victory by Atalanta.
I'm going 3-0. I think they're gonna blow Torino out. All right. Final thing. League One, best selection. I'm not doing Bundesliga. Bundesliga doesn't play until later in the week, so check out episode 96 for that. But I will start. I'm going to go with Marseille over Clermont.
I am actually gonna rule this one and gonna say PSG on this week, just as a safe bet. Continue the streak of winning back again.
Who are they playing this week?
They're playing Toulouse.
They're playing Toulouse. Got it. Okay. All right. That does it for that. That does it for that. Any other thoughts?
Let's talk about last minute transfers that we could see happening here. It is August 29th. A lot can unfold, a lot of surprises could happen. What are some of your takes there?
I don't know, man. I'm really hoping that Liverpool actually does something.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna get my hopes up with them because I know everybody and their moms want their team to do something. But I don't know. I think for me, the transfer window, I'm curious to see about what happens with Leicester City. I wonder if they're going to make some moves, maybe to shake up that team overall, or if they're just gonna kind of run the course and see how it looks, and then come January maybe make a couple splashes.
I gotcha,
Right?
I gotcha, I gotcha. Okay.
All
Okay.
right over there.
Yeah. Just something to make me giggle. That's all. Um for me, I think we see Yuri Tillsman head out of Leicester, but not anywhere in the Premier League. I see him actually joining a Italian side or maybe even the German side. I think it could be either a trade deal between Leicester City and Dortmund, maybe sending Gio Reyna over to Leicester City, or Yuri Tillsman being sold completely to Dortmund. That's where I could see that happening.
I would not be surprised he if he goes into the German league. It just makes sense.
It makes a ton of sense. The other one that I could see happening too is Ross Barkley. He is the hot name right now in the free agency right now as he left Chelsea for good. He's done with the club. He's left immediately. So now he's become a free agent. Obviously, no fees involved there whatsoever. I actually think, low key, Liverpool could be looking at his way, and it would be actually a great addition to them as well. As Ross Barkley has a lot of versatility. He can be a midfielder. He can be a winger, wing defender. I think he is got that flexibility the club could use right now, especially at a time where there is a lot of injuries in the club. So,
No, for sure. I think we need to focus on these potential loan deals that we're going to see. Like obviously, we saw the Renan Lodi loan deal to God. I'm drawing a blank to Newcastle, Nottingham Forest with
no,
Lodi
Renan
going
Lodi to not enforced.
to Nottingham Forest. So that's a nice little loan deal for them. Another name that's been popping up on loan deals for me has been team by Baka. Jesus Christ, I can't fucking speak today. It's
Bukayo
Bak
Saka.
no Bakayoko potentially
okay.
going on loan to Newcastle. Another one also has been Daniel James. Apparently, Tottenham has been talking to Leeds about a loan option to buy for Daniel James. I think Tottenham's looking to get a couple more pieces in. And also another one I believe is Callum Hudson-Odoi, I believe, with Leverkusen potentially as well.
Yeah, yeah. I think another one that could potentially happen here is I'm gonna stick with it. I still believe Cristiano Ronaldo returns to Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah, that could definitely happen for sure. Any other ones, dude? Are you all right?
You check your text messages yet?
What are we doing? End the podcast if we're gonna do this.
With that said, hey, find out in episode 96 who we were pulling a joke on. But other than that, episode 95 concludes here and now. As we said, make sure you check out Couch Guy. Make sure you check out the Twitter page, Podcast Card. Make sure you follow in the TikTok page as well at YellowCardPod on TikTok. And again, if you're not following us on Spotify and turning those notifications on, you're just missing out on your own. That's on your own choice. Other than that, thank you all so much for tuning in. Until next episode, see you guys very soon.